you ever wondered how we pinpoint any location on Earth, the answer lies in two essential concepts: latitude and longitude. These invisible lines form a grid that covers our planet, allowing us to specify any spot with remarkable accuracy. In this video, we'll explore what latitudes and longitudes are, how they work together, and why they're so important for navigation, mapping, and even daily life. Let's start our journey by understanding the basics of these geographic coordinates and how they help us make sense of the world. Latitude refers to the imaginary lines that run parallel to the equator, circling the globe from east to west. These lines measure how far north or south a location is from the equator, which is set at 0 degrees latitude. As you move toward the poles, the latitude increases up to 90 degrees north at the North Pole and 90 degrees south at the South Pole. Latitudes are crucial for understanding climate zones, time zones, and even the length of daylight throughout the year. Let's see how latitude shapes our world. Longitude lines, unlike latitude, run from the North Pole to the South Pole. These lines are also called meridians and measure how far east or west a location is from the prime meridian, which is set at 0 degrees longitude in Greenwich, England. Longitudes are essential for determining time zones and for navigation, especially when traveling long distances across the globe. By combining longitude with latitude, we can pinpoint any location on Earth with precision. Equator is the most famous line of latitude, dividing the Earth into the northern and southern hemispheres. It sits at 0 degrees latitude and is equidistant from the poles. Regions near the equator experience warm climates and little variation in daylight throughout the year. The equator is a reference point for all other latitude measurements, making it a fundamental concept in geography. Prime meridian is the starting point for measuring longitude. It runs through Greenwich, England, and divides the Earth into the eastern and western hemispheres. Like the equator for latitude, the prime meridian is set at 0 degrees longitude. This line is crucial for global navigation and timekeeping, as it forms the basis for the world's time zones. Latitude and longitude work as a pair to identify any location on Earth. By specifying both the north-south latitude and east-west longitude positions, we can pinpoint a spot with incredible accuracy. For example, the coordinates 40 degrees N, 74 degrees W point to New York City. This system is used in everything from GPS navigation to mapping and even in scientific research. Ordinates are often expressed in degrees, but for more precision we use minutes and seconds. 1 degree is divided into 60 minutes and 1 minute into 60 seconds. This allows us to specify locations down to a fraction of a degree, which is especially useful for navigation and scientific measurements. For example, 51 degrees 2840 N, 0 degrees 05 W pinpoints a very specific spot in London. Equator and prime meridian divide the Earth into 4 hemispheres: northern, southern, eastern, and western. These divisions help us describe locations more easily and understand global patterns such as climate and time zones. For instance, Brazil is in the southern and western hemispheres, while Japan is in the northern and eastern hemispheres. Latitude plays a major role in determining a region's climate. Areas near the equator are typically warmer and receive more direct sunlight year-round, while regions closer to the poles experience colder temperatures and more extreme seasonal changes. This is why tropical rainforests are found near the equator and tundra near the poles. Longitude is key to understanding time zones. The Earth is divided into 24 time zones, each roughly 15 degrees of longitude apart. As you travel east or west, the local time changes by 1 hour for each time zone you cross. This system helps keep time consistent around the world, making travel and communication much easier. International date line is an imaginary line, mostly following the 180 degrees longitude, where the date changes by 1 day when crossed. It's not a straight line as it zigzags to avoid splitting countries into different days. This line is crucial for keeping the world's calendar in sync, especially for travelers and global businesses. Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn are 2 important lines of latitude, located at approximately 23.5 degrees north and south of the equator. These lines mark the furthest points north and south where the sun can be directly overhead. They help define the boundaries of the tropics, a region known for its warm climate and diverse ecosystems. Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle are lines of latitude located at about 66.5 degrees north and south of the equator. These circles mark the regions where, for at least 1 day a year, the sun does not set or rise. These unique phenomena create the famous midnight sun and polar night, making these regions truly special. Meridians are lines of longitude while parallels are lines of latitude. Together, they form the grid system that covers the globe. This grid makes it possible to create accurate maps and navigate across continents and oceans. Understanding meridians and parallels is key to reading any map or globe. Today, GPS technology relies on latitude and longitude to provide real-time location data. Whether you're using a smartphone or a car navigation system, GPS uses satellites to determine your exact position on Earth. This technology has revolutionized travel, logistics, and even outdoor activities like hiking and geocaching. Mapmakers or cartographers use latitude and longitude to create accurate representations of the world. By plotting these coordinates, they can draw borders, mark cities, and chart natural features. This system is the foundation of all modern maps, from paper atlases to digital mapping apps. You can easily find your latitude and longitude using a smartphone, GPS device, or even online maps. Simply open your map app and it will show your current coordinates. This information is useful for travel, emergency situations, or just satisfying your curiosity about your exact place on Earth. Latitudes and longitudes aren't just for explorers or scientists. They're used in delivery services, weather forecasts, and even social media check-ins. Whenever you order a package or share your location, you're using this global grid system, often without even realizing it. Farmers use latitude to determine the best crops for their region. Since climate and daylight vary with latitude, certain plants grow better in specific zones. This knowledge helps maximize yields and ensure food security for communities around the world. Pilots rely on longitude and latitude to chart flight paths across continents and oceans. Accurate coordinates help ensure safe and efficient travel, allowing planes to avoid hazards and reach their destinations on time. Modern aviation wouldn't be possible without this system. Sailors have used latitude and longitude for centuries to navigate the open seas. Before GPS, they relied on the stars, sextants, and careful calculations to determine their position. Today, modern ships use advanced technology, but the principles remain the same. Scientists use coordinates to track animal migrations, monitor weather patterns, and study natural disasters. Accurate location data helps researchers understand our planet and make predictions that can save lives and protect the environment. When emergencies happen, knowing the exact coordinates can be a lifesaver. Rescue teams use latitude and longitude to locate people quickly, whether it's a lost hiker or a ship in distress. This system ensures help can reach those in need no matter where they are. Major sporting events like marathons or sailing races use latitude and longitude to set courses and checkpoints. This ensures fairness and accuracy as every participant follows the same path. Technology has made it easier to track progress and results in real time. Latitude affects how much daylight a place receives throughout the year. Near the equator, days and nights are almost equal. Closer to the poles, daylight varies dramatically with long summer days and short winter days. This impacts everything from daily routines to cultural traditions. Coordinating communication across time zones relies on longitude. International businesses and travelers must account for time differences when scheduling meetings or calls. Understanding longitude helps avoid confusion and keeps the world connected. Before digital technology, explorers used tools like sextants and chronometers to measure latitude and longitude. These instruments required skill and patience, but they opened up the world to exploration and trade. Today, we benefit from centuries of navigational knowledge. Learning about latitude and longitude is a key part of geography education. Students use maps and globes to practice finding coordinates, helping them understand the world's layout. This knowledge builds spatial awareness and critical thinking skills. During natural disasters, accurate coordinates help emergency teams deliver aid and supplies to affected areas. Whether it's an earthquake, flood, or wildfire, knowing the exact location speeds up response times and saves lives. Explorers have long relied on latitude and longitude to chart new territories. From early sea voyages to modern space missions, these coordinates are essential for discovering and mapping unknown places. They continue to inspire curiosity and adventure. Archaeologists use latitude and longitude to record the exact locations of ancient sites and artifacts. This helps preserve historical information and allows future researchers to study and revisit these important places with accuracy. Latitude can even influence health. For example, regions at higher latitudes may have less sunlight, affecting vitamin D production and mood. Understanding these patterns helps public health officials plan interventions and promote well-being. Many international borders are defined using lines of longitude and latitude. This method creates clear, agreed-upon boundaries between countries, helping to prevent disputes and maintain peace. Modern technology, from smartphones to drones, relies on latitude and longitude for location-based services. Apps use your coordinates to provide directions, weather updates, and even augmented reality experiences. Wildlife habitats are often defined by latitude. Animals adapt to the climate and daylight patterns of their region, and scientists use coordinates to track migrations and study ecosystems. This helps protect endangered species and preserve biodiversity. Global shipping routes depend on longitude and latitude for safe and efficient transport. Ships use these coordinates to navigate oceans, avoid hazards, and deliver goods around the world. This system keeps global trade running smoothly. Culture can be influenced by latitude, as climate and daylight shape traditions, festivals, and daily routines. For example, Scandinavian countries celebrate midsummer with festivals due to their long summer days, while equatorial regions have different customs. The internet relies on latitude and longitude for geolocation services. Websites and apps use your coordinates to deliver relevant content, ads, and services based on your location, making your online experience more personalized. Astronomers use latitude to determine which stars and constellations are visible in the night sky. Your position on Earth affects what you can see, making latitude an important factor in stargazing and space exploration. Some festivals and holidays are celebrated at different times around the world due to longitude and time zones. For example, New Year's Eve arrives first in countries east of the prime meridian and last in those to the west, creating a global celebration that spans hours. Ocean currents are influenced by latitude as the sun's energy and Earth's rotation drive water movement. These currents affect weather, climate, and marine life, making latitude a key factor in oceanography. Satellites orbit the Earth using precise longitude and latitude coordinates. This allows them to provide services like weather forecasting, communication, and global positioning, all of which rely on accurate location data. Tourism is often influenced by latitude as travelers seek different climates and daylight hours. Popular destinations vary by season and latitude, from tropical beaches to snowy mountains, offering something for everyone. Global events like the Olympics use longitude and latitude to coordinate venues and schedules. This ensures that athletes and audiences from around the world can participate and follow the action, no matter where they are. Latitudes and longitudes are more than just lines on a map. They're the foundation of how we understand, navigate, and connect with our world. From travel and technology to culture and science, these coordinates touch every part of our lives. By mastering this global grid, we open up endless possibilities for exploration, discovery, and connection. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the world of latitudes and longitudes.